When you look at this chart, there are three things that work in your favor. Hey, this is CeoTrades, where money works for you. Today is Friday. However, the stocks and crypto markets are down in general, meaning there are certain things that can be learned today. And I wanted to take a closer look. As we see this chart right here, we can see that in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin is down almost 10%, 9.24%. That's what it's saying there. You can see here it says one day. This was posted Friday, 9:52 a.m. It's just a little after 10 a.m. right now. I have been doing some research and some investing as well. The all-time high for Bitcoin was 69,045. The high right now in the last 24 hours was 39,000. The low was 35,047. Actually, that's lower. Why? Because I set an alert to purchase at 35,309, and I got in just a very, very little, but enough that I'm invested, and it seems to be holding. However, is this the end of the story? Perhaps it is. Perhaps it's not. I just posted this on my Twitter account at CeoTrades. The fear and greed index. Let's take a look at that right here. This is today's fear and greed index. This is all thanks to to alternative.me. CoinGecko was for the previous chart, and this one here shows you that when Bitcoin is at 60,000, 69,000, people are happy up here in the green. Is that the right time to buy? No, it is not. When is a better time to buy? This is the best time to buy right now. Is it the best? Sorry, I want to take that back. This is probably the best time to buy right now. It could fall a little bit more. However, in the end, we've got all of this leeway to go forward. You see, in the last 5 or 6 months, Bitcoin has dropped a good 30%. 69,000 was its high, and right now it's at 35,000. That's even closer to 50%, actually. 50%, because 35 times 2 is 70,000. So it's almost 50%, 45% or so drop. Could it drop more? It could. It could drop more. It could drop 80%. It could drop 70%. However, if it does drop a little bit more, if you jump in a little here and then you watch it for a day or two and see what the momentum is going, if people are still dropping their Bitcoins and seeing that it falls further, then you can grab a little bit more here. And that's what my plan is. And that's why I have immediately jumped in and set my two purchases right now. One was at 36,000. The other one was at 35. I had two originally, both at 36. One failed. The other one didn't. I'm glad it didn't, because I held through 35,000. I want to show you why. So let's take a look at why I held and what I can learn from this. So give me a second here as we change screens so that you can see the difference right in here. This is in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin has made this move. Give me a second here. I'm trying to give you, this is about 24-hour range. Would have started somewhere right in here, right here with my crosses. And then it just consolidated pretty much for almost a day here. And then it just dropped 10% to the level that it's at right now. Is this the end of the drop? I don't know. You can see here that my purchase price, for those who need proof, 35,309, it filled. Whoa, that's great price. I got 0.034 Bitcoins. That's wonderful. Now, when we look at this chart, what do we see? Is this the bottom? Usually, Bitcoin will consolidate for a day or two before making a move, because some people are filled with fear and they don't know what to do. Unless there's some immense positive news that comes out in the markets, they're just going to stay there. So these are very important points that I'm making here. One is that when the fear index is high, that's the better time to invest. It's the opposite. When people are talking about it, saying that it's at its best, I would steer clear from that. I've seen people jump into certain stocks and crypto when sentiments are high, even including myself. When I started out, I used to do the same thing. But then I learned that it's the opposite. When people feel the worst of these coins or stocks, that's when it's better time to jump in. Obviously, you need to do some research because not every stock is worthwhile to jump in when it's practically down. However, in crypto, as of this moment, Bitcoin is great to jump in. It's the number one ranked coin right now. It's a currency that you don't have monetarily, but it is the new way of doing business. A lot of countries, a lot of businesses are starting to open up to the idea that they've got to be able to welcome crypto because people are jumping into it and they don't know how to spend it. That's the next part of this. The third part of this is spending. Once people get accustomed to the crypto world, they'll start to spend their money using crypto. Dogecoin is not out of the question. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and a few others are being considered as currency alternatives to pay for items. Yes, that's right. We don't know what's coming up fully, but this is definitely a move right now that is consolidating in this area, 35, 36, right in there. It could fluctuate. It could go down a little more. It could go up a little more. I don't know, but we'll watch this for the next 24, 48 hours and see what happens. Now, I'd like to take a look at some of the other coins in here. You can see that Polygon Matic, since pretty much December, has had a definite decline from when it was at $2.93 to where it's at right now, $1, which that means it's dropped almost 55% of its price back from December. That's amazing. KCS, the KuCoin, it's at $16.97 right now, and from November, it's dropped about 40% from 27 high to 16 where it's at right now. This is a very good coin to invest in. I like it, and I plan to jump in a little bit more as it continues to hold that same pattern. Excuse me, I had a little hiccup. BAT is the attention token for the Brave browser, which I am using right now, and I thank them for having this browser. It's awesome. It's an alternative to the other Explorer and other search engines that are out there. Brave BAT, basic attention token. It serves a purpose. It's from November. This one has dropped from when it was at its highs, 192 to 56 cents. It's a good buy right now. I consider buying this one as well. This is one of my coins, my picks that I really like. XRP has dropped immensely as well from when it was back in September, somewhere around $1.40 or so, and to 59 cents right now. It's dropped about 60%. 60%. Will it drop more? Will it not? That is something that is hard to have concrete answers on. However, it's a great time to jump in if you watch it for a little while and see where the trend goes, because you can see it's had an increase and then it's dropped. Some people might have jumped in here and invested, and that's fine. They're at 80 cents level. Now it's at 59 cents level. Guess what? It's much better now. Ethereum is at 2,669 right now. It was in November somewhere around 4,900, and it's dropped almost 35-40% since. It's at 2,600. We'll watch it in the next day or two as well and see if it's worthwhile to jump into. Shiba Inu, which has immensely decreased from when it had its highs at 0.40s and a 7 to 0.4019. That's an immense move. However, this one will come back. That I've seen news. There's a lot coming out. I expect to be positive on this. I hope this one doesn't turn around, because there are some people saying that Shiba Inu is scary to jump into, and there are others that are saying that it's a positive move to jump into. Why do I say this? When I first started investing in Shiba Inu over 2 years ago, Shiba Inu was one of those micro coins which I spoke about, that if I had $1,000, I would pick 10 micro coins and put $100 into each and hope that one or two of them will return my money multiplied 10 times, meaning I'll make the 1,000 back as well as more money. So far, I'm on path to fulfilling that. It's not Shiba Inu right now. It was if I would have cashed out at 7 when it was up here, but I chose to keep that momentum in there. And look at that. Sure enough, it's dropped from back its highs back in the end of October 2021 to now to 19, which is dropped. Geez, it's dropped what, 80%, 60%, 70%. That's an amazing drop. FTM is one of my current lookers. These are one of the coins that I'm looking at presently. In November, it had its high somewhere around $3. And also in January, it had its high somewhere around $3 range. And it's at 71 cents. So this one has dropped a good, it's dropped a good 80% of its price from when it was in January. That's amazing. This one is good. You should look into this and see if the news fits your needs in reference to investing. There's one more that I want to look at, and that I will bring up right here. Give me a moment. This one, I was asked by 2 members yesterday if I could just look into it. Why? Because they invested, unfortunately, at the wrong time, and they want to know when is the right time to go back in or out. Back on January 19th, this coin hit $1.28. But at that point, I was telling people, while they were misinformed that it's a great buy, I told them, no, it's not a great buy. You've got to wait. This is not the wrong time to invest. Why did I say this? Because of exactly the greed and fear index. When everything is green, everybody wants to jump in. That's the wrong time to jump in. You've got to jump in when everything is down. Look at it. It's at 16 cents right now. I was alerting to wait for this to drop at least to 60-cent range. And look at that. I didn't know it was going to drop to 16 cents. This is a great time to jump into this one. This one will go up again. And if you use a more advanced software like the one I'm using here, KuCoin, you can set an alert to sell it at whatever rate you want, at $1, at $1.15, because it's done it a few times in the past, and it can do it again. It will do it again. So if you buy, just set an alert to sell as that point comes on, if your software allows it, because some softwares don't allow you to sell beyond 24-hour range, and you set that possibility out there. If you want to double your bank account, why don't you invest in your knowledge account so that your money market account will grow multiplied? Stay safe. I've given you a lot of reasons why it's a great time to buy and invest. And do your own due diligence, because you never know if you'll have better answers than I've come across. Take care.